Hi everyone, this is Ann Miller French with Angelik Hands, and I felt called to go live today and talk about a few things. Happiness, grief, and also I'm going to share a little bonus gift. You stick with me. There will be a bonus gift of light language. Today I will be speaking that. The other day I shared one where it was more of signing it, where I was working with my hands. So anyone that's new to me, hello and welcome. I'm the owner and founder of Angelik Hands. I'm here in Newberry, Florida. I moved here 4 summers ago with my husband, Stefan. My practice was actually founded over 10 years ago in my hometown of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So it's been over 10 years now. And quite a few things have changed, personally, professionally, and, even with what I offer to date, and looking at myself as a person and as a practitioner and an artist and all the stuff, all the names, all the labels, if you will. But one thing that I have found in my own inner work is going deep and going inward and looking at those areas that felt stuck. And I would even see that on the outside, like things that were not moving, where it was like going through another shift, if you will. And I have learned that it's an opportunity to go in deeper, because I know that what I see out here is a direct reflection, a mirror of what's going on in here in this inner landscape. So I've had a lot of happiness in my life, but I will be quite honest, I've also had things that I have been had an opportunity to hold space for others, to have compassion for what loved ones may be going through, even what friends may be going through. But I'm going to be completely transparent with you. When I feel that wave come up, the grief, whether it's in a form of tears or even if it's in a form of anger or rage, like being present with myself instead of shoving it down, numbing it out. And there are moments where I do take a look at how I'm addressing something that's coming up. And instead of judging it, looking at it from a space of no different than the compassion that I would share with another person, first and foremost having that compassion and love for myself, for my own little girl inside that may be going through things. And there have been some things that have come to light lately, and I've been looking at it like, wow, okay, this is another layer. And my husband Stefan lovingly reminded me the other day, he says, you always talk about the onion. It's like the layers, and when you go through one layer or 5 layers, and then all of a sudden you find another layer and keep working through it. It's a part of life. But I will be quite honest with you, if you're not willing to do the inner work, if you're not willing to even look at those things, it will continue to follow you, if you will, until you have no choice but to look at it. And I had to find that out the hard way. in my life. And it was rock bottoms. It was with my health. It was through addictions. It was through financial hardships. It was through losing my job with corporate after almost 27 years and then starting over, which ultimately led me to the path that I've been on for the last 10 plus years. And I've learned a lot about myself. And did I know exactly what I was doing when I started this? There were a lot of things that I learned along the way, and had to have that faith that I would be guided. And even in the moments where I simply wanted to throw in the towel or said to myself, oh, it was like the lack of confidence or feeling unsupported. But instead, it was looking at, wow, okay, where is this inside of me? It's me creating all of this. Anything I saw here is what was going on in here. And learning so much about that, and I talk a lot about the mirror concept, that what is outside of someone, the people, places, things, it's a reflection back. And every day there's an opportunity to check in and see where my vibration is, where my frequency is, where my thoughts are, what's coming up. Even if there's pain in the body, or if there's anger, there's rage, or are there moments of joy and happiness? Is there grief coming up? And continuing to move forward as I'm being guided, allowing myself to stand up on that stage anyway, and being with that version of me that used to be afraid to fall, that she would fall off the stage or be judged or be criticized, and share the message anyway. And more often than not, what I found is that as I would share things and truly come from a space and place of transparency and from the heart, and sharing with others that yes, I have so many things that I am truly grateful for. And then there are moments throughout the day where it's working with the thoughts that come up. I like to use the example of the hot air balloon. So it's moving up, and there's all these things that are also coming up. Some might call that resurrecting the dead, or those lost parts, or the parts that were sleeping and now they're awake. And they show up, and it's being there for all of it, being there for all of me, in order for me to even be here for another person. So part of the way that I work through things that come up, like I said, I have my happy moments, but I also have, when there's grief that shows up, or there's anger that shows up, it's transforming it. It's not ignoring it. It's working with it. But then I love to channel my energy into something constructive instead of something destructive, whether that's breaking something, or in the past, I remember when I would actually had different addictions, and it would cause harm to my body. So for me as a child, the coping mechanism was with food. And that's how I would numb out. And then in college, I turned to not only food, it was also with alcohol. It was people pleasing, saying yes when really I meant no. That's even more detrimental to your well-being. So it's recognizing those patterns and recognizing the importance of a healthy and regulated nervous system. And it's through my own personal experiences that my different gifts and abilities came back online, and sharing the fruits of my own inner workings and the creation of For the Woman in Me. And as I mentioned before, this program isn't only for women, it's also for men. We carry both aspects of the feminine, masculine energy within us. It's right brain, left brain. And working through those different areas, and also transforming what I'm going through into my beautiful art that comes through. And even looking at some of my earlier pieces and remembering what I was experiencing at that time and what came through. You'll see there's a couple pieces behind me. I felt called to share my latest piece. And this one is called Sobriety. So I'm the artist of Light Language Art by Anne, and all of my artwork promotes wellness and unity of body, mind, soul, body, mind, spirit. So I wanted to show this with you, or to you. And it's a 20 by 10. I love exactly how it turned out. A lot of colors, a lot of contrast. And sobriety is working through addictions and the coping mechanisms when there are things that come up, rather than feeling into the pain, feeling into the emotion, feeling into whatever's coming up. To me, sobriety is being able to look at it and say, wow, okay, do I want to numb this out? Or do I want to actually be here and be present for that part of me, or those versions of me that are calling for this SOS, for this moment, asking for my full and undivided attention. And it's a day by day, it's a moment by moment. And I applaud every single person that is on their own personal, I call that deep dive lifestyle of going within and saying yes to doing the inner work. So I simply wanted to share this message with you today. And there are light codes embedded in that painting that I just showed to you. I'm going to share one last message. So anyone out there that is looking to bring about some balance and harmony, perhaps you're working through some things that are showing up for you right now. This is me being completely transparent and sharing this message with you in light language. And if you're not familiar with what light language is, it's the language of love, it's the language of the universe, the language of your soul. It's deeply understood by all of you. It's understood by your soul, it's understood by your cells. And you may notice that after you listen to this, maybe there's some emotions that come up to the surface. Something to reflect on, some reflections, journaling. I would encourage you to drink a lot of water. It's different for everyone depending on what you are working through at this time. My intention for this is you're going to receive from it exactly what you're calling in. If you found me, you found this message, there is a message that you are meant to receive from it. So I don't really want to narrow it in too much other than the word that I hear is balance. Balance. Comes down to balance. So at this time, if you have the means to do so, find an area where you can sit and have your feet flat on the floor, or you might be lying down, and that's it. All works. It's perfect. But the main thing is doing this when you are not going to be interrupted. You're going to take a nice deep grounding breath. You're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then you're going to hold that breath for a count of 3. And then you're going to slowly exhale that air out of your mouth. And as you're doing that, imagine that you're calling all of your energy back to you now. And you're connecting yourself to Mother Earth. Grounding your energy. I'd like you to take another nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I'm going to do the last one with you. Another nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Perfect. As I mentioned before, I will be speaking this today. Sometimes it comes through in song. I never know until it actually comes out. I've learned to get out of my own way. You can close your eyes at this time. You can have your eyes open, whatever is comfortable for you. I would encourage you to listen to the sound of your breath, the sound of my voice, and I will begin. And if you're just hopping on now, I'm going to start the light language. I would encourage you to take a nice deep breath into the nose, out through the mouth. Command and center that you're grounding yourself, connecting to Mother Earth. And I will begin. Sekera te taleke te saleke seke te ra te ke te kela seke te a sekela la kea. I want you to imagine or hold the intention that you're looking at a scale, and there is it looks like 2 round dishes on the scale. Are they even, or is one of the golden dishes higher than the other? Are they like this, or are they like this, or are they balanced? And I want you to focus on that visual or hold that intention. This is going to help you to imagine balance between every facet of your life. If you feel like you're constantly running, going, and then you're exhausted, there's an imbalance. So the intention with today is to bring about that inner balance. And I'm going to continue with the rest of the light language. Sekerate, seketeate, aseke alekete, atekelate, sole ateke, atekele bakate, sole ateke, oseke asekeda ateke, saleke seke alakete, tale aseke atetete alakete. Feel those golden bowls, the scale balancing. What does that feel like when it's balanced? You can come into this exercise at any time, especially when you feel like things are a bit chaotic or your nervous system is all over the place or there's things going on. You can use this visualization technique. You can even listen to this light language again when you feel called. And what does balance feel like? What does it feel like? Perhaps this is the first time in a long time that you felt balance, inner peace, sovereignty, being present, being back in your body. And breathe into that. And hold that feeling for as long as you can. And the visualization if you can. I'd like you to count to 3. Take a nice cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes if you haven't already. I would encourage you to drink a lot of water. If you have questions surrounding For the Woman in Me, how it may help you, and or questions surrounding my light language art by Anne, all of my information can be found on my website, which is angelichaNds.com. That's ANGELIKHANDS.com. If you'd like to meet me in person, I will be at the Yellow Acres Boutique tomorrow for a very special gallery night with some of the other amazingly talented artists. So we'll be split up between 2 buildings, one being the Yellow Acres Boutique, the other one being the Edward Jones Financial Group. It's the Country Way Town Square in Newberry, Florida. That information can be found on my Facebook page. I'll send out the information again as far as the address. That'll be tomorrow night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone that can make it. If you're unable to join us tomorrow night, if you have questions or simply feel guided to share something with me regarding how this live helped you. If you're catching this on the replay, don't hesitate to reach out. If you find that there's someone that may benefit from this, share it. I encourage you to share it. Take care, and I will be connecting with you again soon. Bye for now.